some grays, some roots there. Yeah, how are you guys doing? I am totally loving the YouTube live streams, jumping on whenever I feel intuitively guided to, and sharing some awesome content I know is activating you guys from the comments and the messages that I'm getting as well. So thanks so much for all of you guys who are hanging out and jumping in and having the conversations with me as well, because this is really important stuff, and this is the kind of stuff that fascinates me. I've always been really passionate about personal transformation and being human and what it means to be a really powerful heart-centered, soul-led, purpose-driven human being, right? And so yeah, we're having some really cool conversations. So today we're going to be chatting about competition. So I dropped a video earlier on my stories, and I talked about competition and how there's no competition. And like I dropped, I think it was about a minute's wisdom or something. And then afterwards, like the day, I was like, you know what? I want to share more. There's like a lot more to talk about with this. So let's just jump onto a live stream and let this be the conversation for today. So, have you ever felt that there is competition? Have you ever felt that there are other people out there who are better than you, other people who are more qualified than you, or people out there who are more capable and more likely to succeed and to win? If you have, then there's nothing wrong with that. I've definitely experienced that myself, growing up in particular. And I usually share this example when I was like 16 years old, 16, 17 years old, finishing school and looking into going to college and applying for jobs. And I looked around. I grew up in London, and I looked around and I thought to myself, well, how am I going to get a job in London? Like the thinking, the clear and honest thinking in my mind at that time was, I'm brown, I'm Asian, I'm Muslim, I'm short, I'm female. And all I saw growing up around me mainly were tall, blonde, white, middle class women. Um, and, I just really truly compared myself, and I was like, well, how am I going to actually, how am I going to compete against them? What am I going to do? How am I going to make sure I've got a job and that I can take care of myself and provide for myself and, for all of that good stuff, and build a really good life? And there was something quite amazing that happened for me when, I was going through that phase and I was writing CVs and sending out letters. And I realized that there was no competition. These were just other women. These were just other human beings. And there was no competition. There is no competition. There is just me showing up to the absolute best of my abilities, putting my heart and soul into every single thing that I do, putting my heart and soul into my CV, putting my heart and soul into my interviews, and just going for it to the best of my abilities. And this is a really powerful insight. And I want to either remind you guys or, help you with this mindset that there is no competition. Each and every single one of us is living our own soul's path. Each and every single one of us is walking on our highest timeline if we choose that consciously and with intention, right? We're all walking on our highest path. We've all got a lane of our own. And on that lane, there are going to be other people along the way. But those other people along the way are not your competition. Those people along the way are just guides, supports, teachers, friends, enemies, whatever it might be, whatever the description is, and whatever the label is. But they're walking in your lane, but they're not walking your path, right? And that's really powerful to tap into, because what this does is it reminds us that yes, there are other people. Yes, there are other people doing the same thing or similar things to you. They're not doing the same thing. They're doing similar things to yourself, right? So they may be looking for a job. They may be studying the same course. They may be after the same role. They may have a similar business. They may have they may be looking for clients, they may be looking for customers, right? They may be doing the same things as you're doing on social media. They may be, whatever it is, it actually doesn't matter, because what's meant for you on your highest path, on your destiny's lane, is meant for you. And there is nothing that you can do to deter that. There is nothing that you can do to stop the goodness that wants to come your way, because it's already in your lane. And all you've got to do is to show up and to be who you really truly are in your highest expression. I was going to say in your highest, most creative expression, but really when we're being our true selves, we are already a full expression of who we are creatively, right? It just is what it is. And so when it comes to walking in your lane, and if you're seeking opportunities, then always know that what's meant for you is meant for you. What is seeking you is also seeking, what you are seeking is seeking you. A beautiful Rumi quote. What you are looking for, because it's already tapped in from your own heart and soul, is looking for you too. And then it becomes less about, as you go on the journey, as you walk down the path, as you walk in confidence on your own lane, in your own lane, something amazing happens, because you're no longer looking. You become the very thing that you are desiring. You become the very thing that you are calling into your world. So what's meant for you is always meant for you. The soul-aligned clients, the soul-aligned customers, the opportunities, the job opportunities, the house. If you're buying a house and there's other people who put offers on, listen, if it's meant for you, it is meant for you, and there is nothing that can be done to shift and change that, right? Even if it might look very much at the last minute that somebody else has been accepted for an offer, whatever it might be, right? If it's not meant for them, it's not meant for them. And life will teach us these things. Life will teach us from, the different things that we go through, the ways that we put ourselves forward, and the way that things don't always work out. When we look back at our life and we can say, you know what, that wasn't meant for me. That was not meant for me. But what was meant for me is this very thing. And it was in my lane all along. And so this is why it's so, so important to stay on your path, to really do the deep dive inner work. Connect with me, find out find out which courses I have that may be relevant for what you want to work on within yourself with regards to inner work. At the end of the day, when you know what lights you up, what excites you, what your values are, what you're here to do or to be, when you can show up in your trajectory, on your trajectory, in a way that is true to you, in your essence, magic happens. And out of the blue, you'll start manifesting and creating, co-creating a life that is pretty much unbelievable. But it comes when you start to choose yourself, right? So let's talk about this a little bit more. So choosing yourself is all about saying, this is who I am, this is what I desire, this is what I'm choosing, this is what I'm deciding, this is what I'm committing to. I am choosing myself no matter what. And it doesn't matter whether others choose me or not, I choose myself. And when you do this, I got goosebumps just saying that, when you choose yourself, and it doesn't matter whether others choose you or not, the right people will connect with that energy energetically, and they will be choosing you. The right opportunities will choose you because you've already chosen yourself. That is really magnetic, to say, you know what, I'm worthy, I'm good enough, I matter. Yeah, I'm choosing myself. I'm committing, I'm deciding, I'm owning this, I'm taking radical responsibility, I'm choosing myself. And when you decide on choosing yourself, what we're looking at a deeper level then is, I'm choosing to be the highest, most powerful version of who I am. And that then on a deeper level looks like choosing a life that matters to you, choosing to create a life of happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction that actually matters to you, whatever that looks like. And when you're choosing yourself, you're saying, well, you know what, if there are things about myself that I'm not, that I don't particularly like, or that get triggered, or there are ways in my behavior or my attitude or my beliefs and my thoughts and my processes that are not serving me to my highest good, then we get to heal those, we get to work through those, and we get to say, I'm choosing myself, I'm choosing to make a little micro tweak, in how I'm showing up, in how I'm speaking, in how I'm behaving, and what I'm calling into my world. I'm choosing to make a micro tweak today so that it builds up and compounds into more and more over time. And so when you are saying you're choosing yourself, you're choosing your soul growth, and you're choosing your evolution. You're choosing that the only competition is you versus you yesterday, right? It's the you versus you yesterday. It's the facing your fears of yesterday. It's choosing to follow your intuition and that soul nudge that you had yesterday, and choosing to do it better today, right? It was 11:11 as I said that. Choosing to speak with more kindness, choosing to respond with more compassion and kindness, choosing to still absolutely uphold your boundaries and not take any shit from anybody, right? But choosing to still have a heart and a lens of compassion, underlying everything that you are looking at when you look at the world and you look at other people. The only competition is you. There is no other competition, and it's the competition of who you were yesterday and you stepping into who you are here to be. So the last piece of the puzzle that I want to share with you guys is unleashing your creativity and being powerfully unattached to outcomes and living your life. Choose to live your life. Choose to be out there doing what you are here to do to the best of your abilities, because this life is fleeting, right? This life is fleeting. And when we get so focused, in fact, I didn't really talk about comparison at all, but when we get so focused on comparing ourselves with others, the issue then becomes you are losing your own connection to yourself, and you are looking outside of yourself to get some kind of validation, some kind of approval that you are good enough exactly as you are. And the truth of it is, we are all, each individually, good enough exactly as we are. The issue is how we relate to other people when it comes to comparison. There is no competition, which means there can't be any comparison, because there is only you in your highest alignment competing with you of yesterday, and showing up for what is aligned for you, what is meant for you, from a place of you saying yes to yourself, choosing yourself, never giving up on yourself no matter what, and choosing to be truly, truly unattached to anything outside of you, because you're choosing to live your life to the very, very best of your own abilities. Okay, so I hope that landed for you guys and that resonated and connected. I would love to hear from you, so drop it in the comments below. What connected for you? What was maybe one thing, what is one tweak that you can make in your own personal growth today? And what are you going to stop comparing yourself to today? What are you going to stop comparing yourself? What are you going to stop competing with yourself today? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when you hit that bell button of when I go live. Like I said, I'm really focusing on YouTube because I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for something new. A couple of things. I am still running this awesome offer on my book, 101 Plus Ways to Overcome Life's Biggest Obstacles. And this book is a personal transformation book. I take you through how to overcome obstacles such as depression, loneliness, low self-worth, anxiety, abuse, poverty mindset, low self-confidence, and how to actually transform that. So we in my world, we turn shit into golden opportunities, and we just really focus on the beauty and the abundance that is you. So there's an awesome offer on this at the moment, which is only £3.99 when it's usually £32. So that will be linked in the description for you to purchase. And the other offer that I have at the moment as well, obviously I've got private coaching. I'll talk to you guys about Magnetic Soul Mastermind tomorrow. But for today, I do have a really, really special 1 month Voxer only coaching program for £333. And that's for another 24 hours. And then the price will be going up for that. And this is for you, if you know that you need to get out of your own way, you need to heal and transform patterns, behaviors, stories within yourself that are getting in the way of your happiness and your success. And we move you back into a place of kind of greater confidence, stepping into your courage, facing those fears and walking with them with support, with myself, and really stepping into who you are as a powerful co-creator. Message me or leave a comment if you have any questions, and if you would like to sign up as well. Okay, all right then, have an amazing evening, morning, day, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you guys soon. Take care, bye.